you, everyone. Good evening. My name is Patrick Young, and I'm proud to serve each of you and everyone in this community as chairman of the ARC of Erie County. It's my honor to formally welcome everyone to this exciting evening. Whether you're here in person or on virtual video, we thank you for your time and your support. So why do we come here tonight? A number of reasons. First, to recognize my fellow board members and thank them for their commitment. Honestly, I'm so lucky to have each one of them. They're amazing individuals, each dedicated and each with their own story and connection to the ARC. Second, we gather to celebrate the agency's many accomplishments of this past year. My good friend Doug will provide some of those highlights shortly, but before that, I'd like to take a moment and recognize him. This year, Doug was named Business First Power 250 recipient in Western New York, a huge honor. Finally, one of our most touching parts of the evening will honor some of the very special people in each one of our programs. These individuals exemplify the values of our organization and tell the real story of the amazing things that happen at ARC in Erie County every day. So let's get this program started. I present you my favorite CEO, Doug.
We'd like to say it's his only CEO. Unless it's somebody I don't know. So, yes, welcome to the 2025 annual meeting, and it really is great to see a full house here tonight. And note that this is our 74th year of operation for the ARC Erie County. We've come a long way since 1951, and I'm very proud of our organization and what it represents. And we are looking forward to celebrating our 75th in 2026. Before I begin my remarks, I would like to thank our board of directors, thank you, and our leadership of our board chair, Patrick Young, there's just one, Patrick Young. But their commitment to our organization is second to none, and I look forward to another great year working with them, so thank you. I would also like to personally welcome Ryan Sheehan as a new board member this year. Ryan was referred to us by Molly Hugar, our treasurer, and he's hit the ground running with his participation in agency events. Ryan is afraid of heights, and yet he's going to go over the edge. I'm very impressed. This is a man that wouldn't get on an airplane, apparently, but he's going to go over the edge. But he's been serving on several committees, and thank you so much, Ryan, for joining us. As I was thinking about my remarks tonight, one word came to mind, which I believe sums up a lot about what we do here at the ARC Erie County, and that is about community. By definition, a feeling of fellowship with others is a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. What we witness every day is the effort put forth by our program participants, our employees, our board of directors, our community partners, and others that steer the organization in the right direction. This past year, we have experienced many highs and some lows, but I do want to know the gratitude for all the positives we've had and the commitment by all of us in this community and by what we do and work towards each day towards a common purpose. To strengthen our community, reaffirm our commitment to our mission, and begin each day reminding ourselves of the opportunities we have been provided. I mentioned that we had a few low points throughout the year. Some of our longtime program participants have passed away this past year. And honestly, many of them I had known for well over 20, 25, 30 years. And I wouldn't be standing here now if it wasn't for them. That's what we do here. So I wanted to take a moment and just recognize them and say thank you to them for allowing us that opportunity to work with them, to learn, and being part of our community. Marilyn, Sheila, Mary, Donald, Kyle, Jessica, David, Mary Ann, Sonny, Stacy, Janice, and David. Those are people that most of those people I have known for years and years and became family. That's how it feels here, part of our community. In addition to that, I wanted to share an email that was sent to myself and several other staff from a family member whose sister resided in one of our IRAs for over 24 years. And mind you, this was not solicited. This is something that just showed up, and for a few of us that got this email. He says, "To whom it may concern, my name is James, and I'm the brother and longtime guardian of Janice. She was a resident of the Sheridan Iowa Group Home from 2021 for her passing this year of March of 25. After our parents passed away in 2021, I made the decision to move my sister Janice from Gloverville, New York, to Buffalo, New York, to live with me, my wife, and our 2 young daughters. We were incredibly fortunate to find the Sheridan Iowa Group Home. Our decision was instant, and we were confident that this was the right fit for Janice. Janice also felt at home immediately. In fact, so much so that as we were getting her situated, Janice told my wife she could leave. See that? The intention of this letter is to express my gratitude for the group home staff, experience my sister had. Being born in the 1940s with a disability, her opportunities in life seemed limited. Through the amazing work of the Sheridan IRA, my sister had an incredible life. Through power outages, blizzards, the deaths of other residents, a pandemic, and many more challenging events, Janice received not only care from the staff, but what she received is empathy, love, and community. I'm very grateful to all the house managers, all the caregivers, fellow residents that allowed Janice to have a rich and fulfilling life during her time at the Sheridan Iowa. She experienced the best of both worlds. She was able to be a vital part of our family and then her family at Sheridan. I visited my sister just about every Sunday during her time living at the house and looked forward to the yearly picnics. I had the pleasure of meeting and knowing the managers and staff and residents through the years who also became part of my community. I would like to specifically express my gratitude to Lawrence Patrick and Erie Baines for their caring staff who supported her and me through her most vulnerable time and her death. Janice was cared for and cared about even during the final stage in the hospital. If Mr. Abbott's email doesn't represent community, I'm not sure what does. We are grateful for his remarks and are firm in our belief that each person we support has the same level of care appreciation regardless of what program they participate in. So, that's impressive. I have to say I was completely shocked by that email in a nice way. I hadn't known Mr. Abbott, but I was very proud of the staff at that house over the years and all the people that were around me. Now I'd like to take a minute to just list some of our accomplishments and plans we have in store for the organization over the next several years. First, I'd like to acknowledge the unrestricted gift from Thomas Scalzano of $5 million, which will be paid out in $1 million increments over the next 5 years. But it knocked me over with a feather when I heard that one. This gift will allow us to move forward with several capital projects in the coming years and provide a sense of security that we can see these projects through to completion. The Blackwater Acres project continues to move forward. We anticipate breaking ground on the 11,000 square foot building in August of 2025 with a completion date of June 26. We've also constructed a 2,000 square foot pole barn on the property adjacent to the main building, which will allow us to begin taking advantage of the property this summer with the introduction of some flower and vegetable gardens to get used to the idea of doing a little farming out there. We continue to move forward with the renovation project of our Maryville School. This one right here. The total budget for this project is over $16 million. This amount includes all costs associated with the project, but it will be paid for through the New York State Department of Education's tuition reimbursement and would not be impacting the agency's finance. And my hats off to Lori and her team because they worked very, very hard. Lori Ryan, our CFO, worked very hard at pulling that together. We anticipate construction in 2026 with a completion date of 2028, and that will position our school for the future and many, many things that are going to be done here to upgrade and improve. I'm very happy about that. Due to a tremendous amount of advocacy efforts by all the provider associations this past year, families and self-advocates, our two largest OPWDD programs, residential services and day habilitation, realized a significant increase to their rates for the first time in recent memory. This increase has allowed us to increase wages for our direct support professionals, frontline supervisors, and clinical support staff in these programs. This in turn has led to an increase in recruitment of new employees, as well as an increase in retention, and has allowed these programs to increase the number of capital projects over the next 2 years. Again, another real financial shot in the arm for the organization, and we're going to use that money very wisely. Our IT department has been very busy over the past year building out data sharing systems between programs, which has allowed for greater transparency and providing actionable dashboards in various programs throughout the organization. And we anticipate this effort to result in greater collaboration between programs, as well as assisting directors with better forecasting tools, both financially and programmatically. Our preschool program at Green Acres has made a successful transition to a new leadership team this year. They are currently at capacity of students and are 98% staffed. They have successfully completed a collaborative project with our intake department, IT, and education department to automate and streamline intake processes for the incoming students and their families, as well as the referring school districts. This is very important because we're talking about 3 and 4-year-olds coming in for the first time into our system, and we want this to be as smooth as possible. So I could go on and on. There's just so many things here, and I know you don't want me to do that. So, but I will end with this in my part. It was a quote that I picked up which said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you, and welcome those who are capable of improving. The process is mutual one. People learn as they teach." This is our community. This evening, we have the opportunity to recognize truly outstanding people from all the program areas, as well as one outstanding community partner. These folks have exemplified courage, perseverance, humor, trust, and a willingness to take risks to improve and learn. We are lucky to know such people, and they will share with us what drives them to succeed. I think you'll find these videos this evening very inspirational. And last, I'd like to thank the following for their efforts tonight to make this night possible. Gary Black, who's back there at the camera, Jimmy Sinatra behind the computer, Jessica Trainer, where are you? Right here. Providing us with the videos. Linda Malkowitz and her team for allowing us to use the school for hosting our event. And most importantly, Sandy Glendenning, who has organized tonight's event, has been working on it since January, I think. And it's just really put a tremendous amount of effort. So thank you for being part of our community. Thank you to all of you for your help. And let's get the show on the road here. Thank you. So, Veronica, are you here? Where are you, Veronica? Veronica's got a little work to do here. We got some swearing in to do. All right.
I wasn't going to tell him that.
Good evening. My name is Veronica Kohler. I'm the board secretary for the ARC. It's my pleasure to welcome our new incoming slate of board of directors. If you can please stand as I call your name. Chairman Patrick Young, Vice Chairman Kevin O'Leary, Treasurer Molly, Assistant Treasurer Amy Pugh, Hannah Breacher, David Shute. Glenn Wetzel. Eric Galdies. Ryan Sheehan. I'm going to now administer the oath of office. So if you can raise your right hand. Sorry, this is my first time. Raise your right hand and follow after me. I do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, the bylaws of the State Association, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office to which I have been elected according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Now you want to know? Okay, here's the fun part. So we got to go to work. So now we get the fun. So this part of the program is so much fun. It's our recognition part of the event. So what we'll be doing here is through the order of honorees, I'll be naming you, and then your video will come up. And then once the video is over, I'd ask that you come up, right, stand in the middle so we can get photographs. There's a little blue X on the floor there. We'll come over and that's what we're taking your picture. So our first honoree tonight is our Community Partner of the Year, Franco's Pizza.
Does a lot for inclusivity and having people from the art come and kind of learn and experience and have a good time with the rest of our team. Makes them feel welcome, and again, that's a learning experience for people that might not have much experience with people with disability. I think it's a eye-opener for everybody that everybody in this world can do anything that they put their time to.
Franco's is opening up a few of their pizzeria shops for people to complete assessments, internships. So it starts off with the host program, and it's a group of people, and they complete a very intensive 10-week training course. After that 10-week thing, they need places to complete their assessments to make sure that the career that they choose is the right career. So Franco's allows people that just complete the host program to complete their assessments. So Franco's has opened that up. It's been working wonderful. They allow people to come in with their job coaches. We try to just have one person go in at a time just because of how small the pizzeria can be and how busy it can be. So, but it's been going great. Great feedback from not only the managers, the district manager Ron, multiple staff and stuff. I'll stop in every now and then and they're like, oh, such and such did great the other day. So it's really much appreciated.
Well, Franco's to me, it really is a good place for me. I think to me it's a good fit. I like the jobs that we doing here, like the pizza and the boxes and all the fun things that Franco. That's a good job there. It's a good job.
Franco's kind of looks at it as, you know, we don't really look at where people have been or what they've gone through. It's really just what can we do together as a team and what can we create as a team. And that's for any and everybody. You walk into Franco's with a clean slate and you walk into Franco's looking to grow, and that's including anybody from the art.
Any other folks from Franco's Pizza would like to come up, please? Thank you. Education Program Graduate of the Year, Andrei Sulikovsky.
No matter what type of day he's having, if you just show him a little bit of kindness or give him a little thing, he will cherish it. And one day, like in the classroom, the nurse had to put a Band-Aid on his finger. And all he could do is just sit there and stare at the Band-Aid and smile. Like the kindness that we show him, he just appreciates. And it's amazing, like when I was saying happy birthday to him, the whole class was, he got all misty-eyed and emotional because, you know, he appreciated everything that we were doing, even though it was to us nothing at all, but to him it was like the world, you know, that he cared. But no, he has just progressed so much in the 2 years that I had him in my room, and he is so enjoyable now that I'm gonna miss him when he's not in my room. He's just a good example to his friends. How much he progressed over the years. When I first met him, he was highly emotional, confused, and with trust building and repetition and routine, he just progressed. He knows what he's supposed to do. He comes in and he does it. He picks out his own jobs. Even though Andrew is nonverbal, he is super expressive. He makes his needs known, and if he's confused, he will approach you with a problem and you can fix it for him. He does have a textbook, but very seldom right now, he doesn't depend on it. So Andrew is successful because he will try and try until he gets it done properly. I hope that he gets to sit back someday, enjoy his music, be able to travel and see different things, go on trips in his day have, if he has a day have that does that. But Andrew just loves his music and his friends and his food. So I just hope that he gets everything that he wants, you know.
Self-Advocate Honoree of the Year, Tom Glover.
Stephen Sullivan.
Oh, employment, sorry, I skipped. Employment, thank you. Stephen Sullivan.
Stephen has a really good work ethic. He works really hard. He also has done lots of different kinds of jobs, and he's done well in them. And he's also one of the few people who was in CPD service who's actually been successful in going out into competitive employment. That's a remarkable achievement. I've worked with Stephen for 7 or 8 years. I was his vocational program manager in a different service in the past called CPD, or Community Pre-Book. And that service had a lot more structure to it. And currently I'm his career coach, or some people know it as job coach. So I got to know Stephen when he worked at a printing place called Zender. This was part of the CPD service. And I saw that Stephen had a capacity to learn lots of different jobs. He was accurate and detailed in the work once he learned a job. And honestly, there were times we butted heads. So Stephen didn't want staff hovering over him. And I learned that he liked being independent. CPD service or group employment, there's always a staff in the arc there. So the staff functions in a way to kind of always oversee things. But when you're out in competitive employment, it's all on you. Basically, you're the one that has to do the job, figure out the relationships, and do the work. He likes to work, he's positive, he's focused on doing a good job, and he also appreciates being focused on a good job.
We're so happy that Stephen is one of our employees here at Exteria. His dedication, his drive, his desire to complete his work is enthusiastic and energetic to all of us. So we're so excited that he got this wonderful award.
He's not afraid to learn new things, he's not afraid to try new things. I hope that he continues working on that goal, that he stays healthy, and that he's happy in whatever he does.
I think Tom is a fantastic advocate because he not only learns about and exercises his rights, but he takes any knowledge that he gains from any source and brings it back to other people and uses it to help other people better advocate for themselves. Tom is very eager to learn about his rights, but also his responsibilities and exercising them. And he's very, very quick to point out to another person when their rights are not being respected.
I've been paying attention to see what she's been saying, and it's been going pretty well. I just help each other if they need more assistance. I ask them first if they need any help with their job, so we can work together to get the job done more quicker. I can do stuff on my own without being asked.
He has an incredibly strong appetite for knowledge. He always wants to learn more about any topic that we discuss. He absorbs it all, everything that's said, and then he goes and does his own further research. Tom doesn't just advocate for himself, he advocates for others. Once he takes his knowledge and becomes eager about a topic, he always comes back and shares further information with everyone else, and even websites and videos and resources that his friends can use as well. I just want to congratulate Tom on being chosen as the Self-Advocate of the Year. I'm really proud of you, and thank you for being a part of it and being such an active participant.
So I'm trying to help them out as I can, so they can feel a little bit more better, so they can try to go the next step and advocate for their self.
Next honoree is from our Day Services Program, Alexander Nelson.
he's actually a pretty good group leader. When we go on the trails, due to his reading ability, he will read the signs for us. I think he has integrity. He really watches over the guys to make sure that we, stay in line, we follow some rules when we go on the trail and all that. So he tries to keep, not bossing or anything, but everyone, he tries to be a leader with integrity. He's our trail leader on the trail, so I think he deals with the guys and even the staff with integrity. He asks a lot of questions when we go out. He asks why this is happening, why that's happening.
Do you see the geese? See any turtles up there sunning themselves? No. Yeah, do you see geese? But no turtles,
His improvement with handling situations and his emotions has improved over this year. He also has tried new activities. He recently joined Saba, and I'm not really sure if he skated before or didn't, but he skated very well. He did very good at skating. He's also he will stay with you like discipline wise, and if he wants somewhere, he knows how to mind his manners, follow rules, and understand being out in the community.
Have you ever won an award like this before?
Yes,
How does it make you feel?
it makes me feel excited.
Is there anyone else you want to thank for this award?
Yes. I would thank myself.
And like I said, he's helpful to the guys. He has patience with the guys. And if he wishes to stay in a group, I hope he'll be part of a group. With the understanding that we each have our own little idiosyncrasies and we all work as a group together to get together and have a good supportive day. Congratulations, Alex. Keep up the good work.
There you go. Our next honoree, Community Sports, Makia Morris.
Hands down, she is probably the most positive, optimistic person that I've come across as an individual. She's always up there thinking of the positive and pursuing her goals. Like if she has her mindset, she pursues it and she has a positive attitude doing it. And I think that fits her very well. So right now, she gets community rehab services. So basically, we have a DSP that comes through her house, picks her up, and they either take her out for group activities or take her out to work on her other goals that she has as well. Basically, it's anytime that she needs a service, she calls her DSP and her DSP is there to provide it for her. I believe she's being honored with this award because of her being able to be candid and voicing her opinion and being an advocate for herself. She was, like I said, with the apartment, she advocated for herself. She thought it would be best to look for an apartment on a first floor, and it turned out it wasn't suited for her. She looked at every nook and cranny to make sure it was well suited for her, and she ended up going up to the third floor of the apartment building, and it was the best thing for her. It had everything, all her criteria that she wanted in an apartment, and it suited her well, and she advocated for that, and I thought that was the best thing ever.
Have you ever wanted to work like this before?
No,
How does it make you feel?
happy. Very, very happy.
What do you want to accomplish this upcoming year?
That's everything being on my own. And I'm glad to be on my own. Now I'm waiting for it to do it.
And what are you most proud of yourself?
Me.
Good.
She's a very positive influence in our community at the Ark. Everybody seems to know her, and wherever she comes in a room, she lights it up, and I just hope that she carries that along.
Congratulations, Ms. Leah. Come on up. Well done, Kiana. This is a known, Kia and I go back 25 years, I think. We used to work together at the Oak Street Workshop. Yeah, she was real bright then, real bright like then. So. All right, our next honoree from Residential Services is Linus Gatman.
He's a hard worker, he's caring, he's compassionate. He puts a lot of effort into trying things like over the edge, even though he wasn't able to actually work out, he tried really hard. He was worried about disappointing others, not so much worried about himself. I think he definitely deserves it. He's a hard worker, he's compassionate, he doesn't shy away from the challenge, he likes a challenge. And he has a lot of heart, he pushes himself to achieve things and to try new things.
If I could describe Linus as one word, I would have to say fun. He's just a fun guy to be around. Because Linus is just a genuine guy. He always goes above and beyond for others, not just for himself. And he really strives to accomplish things. From the time he moved in, he just proved himself to do more for himself, to get jobs that he wanted. He was in Special Olympics. His team in Special Olympics had gone all the way to in nationals, and he was his team was in second place overall.
I was so happy, but I was so probably and I feel nothing. Well, I think I'm so happy about for a year at the Winter World, and he did for at the award, and I feel like thanks.
He definitely deserves this award. And I know that going forward in the future, he's going to do a lot of good things. He's a hard worker, he cares, and I just know I'm proud of him and want him to keep pushing himself so he can achieve whatever he wants to.
Linus, I congratulate you and applaud you for all of your accomplishments, and I just hope you keep doing it.
Thank you.
Yay, very nice work. Our honoree for clinical services, Juliet Benz.
Juliet is an incredible person. She is so fun. She is always looking to better herself. She is just always looking to just try new things and get better. Juliet came to me after she was hospitalized with like a medical episode, but after her episode, she came to me to help kind of work on some of those life skills, get her back to her baseline, and we've formed a really great connection, and I love working with her.
I would describe Juliet as courageous. She has never let any of her issues stop her. So right now we're actually been working on swallowing therapy because she has a tracheostomy tube in her throat and also a feeding tube. So she's been working very hard on being able to eat all of her meals by mouth, which she's actually succeeding with now.
She does not stop working. She will consistently be working in OT, PT, and speech, and even when she goes home from therapy, she's still working on those skills. So she wins this clinic award because she does not stop.
Have you ever won an award like this?
No.
How does it make you feel?
Good.
Proud of yourself?
Your excellent, and you want to take notes.
I think she's really improved greatly. Well, she wasn't eating when we first started, and now she's eating everything. And all of her OT goals have been met for days, and she's a remarkable producer.
She had to reestablish her goals because she now had to start the new ones again.
I just hope that she just gets more confidence with all of her skills because she's so amazing and she is such an incredible individual.
I wish Juliet continued success with all of her therapies. I can't wait to see, to start the speech therapy and see how her communication skills improve just as much as her swallowing skills. And Juliet, I am super proud of you.
What's her name? What's her name? Yay, Juliet.
Congratulations.
Couldn't be with us tonight. He's currently in rehab. Had some issues, complications, and he had to stay in the rehab unit. However, we did a write-up on him, and I just want to go over this with everyone about the Courage Award. It's my pleasure and honor to present this Courage Award this year to Bradley. While he can't be with us here tonight, he said he's in rehab and he's working very diligently to get home. We wanted him to know just how proud we are and how deeply inspired we are by his journey. Bradley joined the Erie County on July 9th of 1984, working in what was then known as Allentown Industry Shelter Employment. My memory of Bradley, because I did know him at that time, was always that he was a quiet, serious person. He was always very focused on his work and demonstrating his ability to reach his highest potential. He was one of many who used public transportation in that time to get to work, and was one of those folks that was always on time, regardless of the weather, regardless of the challenges. He continued in the employment program right up through 2019. Until he decided to step back from the workaday world. He did, however, enter our community habilitation program in 2015 with the intention of learning new skills, but also to take advantage of his own surroundings, his community, and what it had to offer. For his entire life, Bradley lived at home with his mom, who lovingly managed all the details of his care, medications, appointments, his grocery shopping, finance. She was his sole support. They navigated their lives side by side. Bradley's father had passed some time before. But in 2023, his mom passed as well. And the loss wasn't just the loss of a parent, it was the loss of his greatest advocate, this guy who was constant companion. And yet, in the face of that unimaginable grief, he did something extraordinary. I had the opportunity to meet Bradley's mom some years back when she called asking for assistance and direction to ensure her son would have the life he wanted and deserved, even after she was gone. I went to their home in Buffalo, met with them personally, and we began the plan. And together, with her son's strength and determination, they made it happen. Bradley worked with our team to become self-sufficient, independent, and most importantly, his own self-advocate. That's part of why he is receiving this award tonight. Because courage isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about finding your voice and using it to build your own path forward. This is a big leap of faith for anybody, and it certainly was for him. Today, he lives on his own. He manages his medications. He makes all his decisions on groceries and other purchases. He makes his own appointments. He's also good at time management. He uses a digital watch to stay on schedule. He uses an iPad to help him communicate, giving directions to people supporting him in our community today. He still enjoys his time alone. He would go ahead and watch TV shows and whatever, but he fulfills all his wishes and his choices, and he's living his life to the fullest. He has taken ownership of his life in a way that inspires everyone who knows him. His journey shows us that courage is about never feeling afraid. It's about pushing forward in any way with resilience, hope, and determination. So, although he can't be with us tonight, we hope he knows how deeply proud we are of all he has accomplished, and that this award is a symbol of the strength and courage he lives every single day. We know his mom looking down will be very proud of him and his many accomplishments. So please join me in honoring this year's Courage Award recipient, Bradley Knapp. Hey, can you turn the lights on? Thanks. So that winds up our program for this evening. I was told that the flowers are on your table and you can take those home. Thank you. You're welcome. So, you go ahead, Steve. Grab them before anybody else. I really appreciate everybody being here this evening. I hope you enjoyed the program. Very inspirational as always. My favorite night of the year. There's still, I believe, some food in the back if you still haven't had enough to eat, drink, whatever. But again, on behalf of the staff of the Erie County Board of Directors, thank you so much for being here tonight, and have a safe trip home. Thank you.